Coach Simpu as usual. It's hard to say this guy's name. Jean de Villiers. And lastly, Lucas Ratel. There's a few mics there, guys. Maybe just grab one of those and we can just spread it around. I've got to be very careful with this guy because I have an open case against him for assault, live on television. So we've got beef, me and him. But I promised I'll try and be nice to him today. Jean, how are you?
Yeah, thank you very much, Visa. I was saying, they spend all the money on the 12.
Okay. Take the mic away from me.
And then they cut on the budget with the MC.
Look, I'm going to go back to the police station. But Jean, I mean, today's a great day. When we see Betway making such an impact, it's always beautiful to see.
Yeah, it is, and even just, seeing all the participants walk onto the stage, sharing the stage with these legends, it's actually quite an emotional time, I must say. I've been retired from the game of rugby now for 8 years, and gave so much to be able to do my craft, the same as these guys, those that are sitting as well, and then at some stage it comes to an end. And everything that you've done, certainly in my whole career, in my whole life, all I wanted to do was play rugby. And eventually I was able to, to live my dream. But then it stops. And then everything that you've put into that craft is now finished. And the amazing thing about a professional sportsman, and certainly in South Africa, and the sports that are gathered here, is that you have to be successful twice in your life. You are successful in your sporting career, and then you have to find something probably totally different to what you've been doing all your life, and try and make a success in that as well. And that is tough. It really is. And and I can be honest, I really struggled with it. And I think I was fortunate that I was able to kind of stay in rugby and still am involved through commentary and through super sport. And I was able to walk into a corporate job as well that coincided with that. But still it was difficult, you kind of need to reinvent yourself. So a lot of the times we don't get the opportunities, and a lot of the times we don't have the knowledge. And this program provides that, So I'm extremely excited to be involved with it and see the growth of these participants, and just see the effect that it will have. And so many times I've heard tonight as well, people say, being able to give back again. And I think that is the way we should view this, is that we are getting something here now that's being able to give back again, and hopefully have a far broader impact than just the 12 that are taking on the campaign today. I'm a lot taller than Benedict, so my answers can be longer.
Look, I mean, you've touched on a great point there, and I hope some people can just expand on that. You guys are athletes. I mean, you guys are all so brilliant in your respective crafts. But still, even when you retire, you're still thinking about the people. You're still thinking about not yourselves, but you're still thinking, how can I better other people along the way? That's important, especially as a 12th man.
Absolutely. And so I always say the hardest thing after playing and not being able to reinvent yourself is going back to the community with just your medals and nothing more. Because they look at you and they say, where are your medals? Where's the team now? And when that happens, it hits hard, especially if you were never able to make revenue out of your career and be able to pay for it for yourself first. And I always say it's difficult to go back to a community when you are not empowered yourself for that level. Because when you're an athlete, you are solely there, your accolades speak for you. Even when you try to hide from people, they fight, they fetch you, they are able to get hold of you. Now, Betway says, we want to give you confidence in walking in a community because you bring something tangible. You bring something that will be able to build future stars like you were. And that is the biggest thing. When you can't offer something for somebody, your confidence goes down. You forget about your gold medals. You forget about everything else because you can't impact something that is tangible anymore. Your accolades are yours. But when you bring back and say, I'm able to speak on behalf of that child to get a bursary, that's you. How many bursaries are you able to give for kids when you come in and say, hi, I'm John, I played rugby. Can we, and they say, how many bursaries do you need? That is incredible. That is what Betway is doing. Because reinventing yourself on your own is difficult. He's right, you have to find two ways. And when, I'm sorry, I'm short of that. Sorry, I gotta defy the odds. And for women, it's 10 times harder. Because you have to reinvent yourself while you are playing the sport. You have to reinvent yourself when you are not winning, when you are winning, when you are bringing the accolades. You have every moment. After getting that gold medal, you must find another way. How do I sustain? How do I continuously go forward? So when Betway says to you, we want to upskill you with a skill that you will have for life, because when you have that skill, you are able to speak from an expert point of view as an athlete, retired athlete. Now you are combining both of those and you are becoming even more valuable. So for women in sport, it is extremely difficult. But, and I'm saying, standing here today, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it would have been males only. The 12 men would have had 12 men. That would have been an E there. But Betway says it's an A because it's man of a human being. So me being here, I'm empowered already. Why would I not go and empower others out there? Because Betway says, we actually, by virtue of she's a woman, we just wanted a person there. So that on its own, Fiso, empowers me. Why would I not go back to my community and do more? Because even without monetary value, I'm being valued. So when I go out and speak to those kids, it doesn't matter if I'm gonna get paid for it or not, because I know I'm paying it forward. So, and I'll keep saying Betway, because it is betting on your way going forward. It is betting on your way for the future. That's how I'm looking at it, and gosh, I'm excited to be on this stage.
No, amazing guys, let's give a big round of applause. I'm going to end off in the football corner there, and I want to ask, Lucas, there's that guy next to you. Okay, I reject my statement. Lucas, I mean, you're next to Spewer there. He was across in England recently, he wasn't at Ellen Road. He was somewhere else. Do you forgive him?
Actually, I spoke to him when I said it was great to see him on the pitch and wearing that
red tee.
That color, I don't mention the color. That color, but because he's my home boy and he's done great, he deserves it, but not to wear that color.
We are not on speaking terms for 3 weeks.
But I mean, the both of you had such a strong impact within the game of football. Maybe just quickly share your stories with regards to how special this particular journey is and what everyone here could potentially learn and apply going forward in their lives. Are you still on speaking terms? I'm joking. Go for it.
I thought it was elders first. It's fine, I'll go. The elders first. Yeah, Fiso, I'm quite excited to be here. And also I want to, commend Betway on this worthy initiative. There's a need, in football for education. Generation after generation, we still talk of the same challenges that we face. Financial management, lack of mentorship, and I'm so happy that we are here today. And we walking this journey with the legends here, because these are the people that made a huge impact, in sport. And I'm also happy to see Utso and Benson. I got the opportunity to play with them, and also to share the room with So as well, he was my roommate, Bafana, great footballer, someone who's achieved a lot, The same with Benson. And it becomes a shame post their playing career when they're nowhere, when we lose them. Because there's wealth of experience and the achievements, and they still have a role to play, in our society. And post-retirement also, it becomes a challenge because we get lost, because we used to football. Football is our life, and football is everything. It's what we know. Therefore, it becomes a challenge. And when you retire at 35, you still have about 25, 30 years to live. What are you going to do if you don't have a plan? So when I speak to the young ones as well, I do advise them that, you start life after football when you sign your first contract. That's where you need to start. And also be teachable as well. Seek advice, seek guidance as well. And with regards to giving back, it's very important to give back to the same community that gave you a chance. All of us, someone need to give us a chance. I've got a foundation that's been running since 2013. So we help youngsters. Currently, we have a tournament now. As we speak now, I have over 500 kids in a school that we're housing them. We make sure that they eat well. We've got 3,000 participants in the tournament. 8 provinces are represented, excluding Northern Cape. So these are the platforms that we give, youngsters to showcase their talent and also integrate sport with education, which is very important as well. That will enable them to, make sound decisions as well. And it is through Betway that we are able to have these initiatives as well. It is through Betway that we're able to take young coaches at amateur level, give them an opportunity to acquire coaching skills and get your D licenses so that they can impart that knowledge at foundation phase. We've got patrollers that we need to also give them a chance, train them and pay them. So with these kind of resources, it would have been difficult had it not been Betway to make sure that we help our people. So I'm quite happy about this initiative, and I'm very excited that I'll also be championing it, and wishing all our legends all the best. And they do have a good story to tell. And yeah, thanks to Betway.
Because any closing statement from the elder statesman?
No.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think, firstly, I say I'm very proud to be standing here today. Having been with the first tour of Bern, it was absolutely amazing. I think we sat down and we were thinking of the names of footballers, and I'm thinking, oh my God, who are we going to get, for a project like this? I mean, it's absolutely amazing because obviously, with the credibility, of the brand, and the standard of how you finished your career, it's another challenge. And I look at people like Majenzi. It was just to get Majenzi to come. Because when you start talking to Majenzi, he says, I know don't sell petrol. You got to at least bribe him just to get him to get to the venue. But it's amazing because it's people of different character, different backgrounds, different careers, which is absolutely amazing, but the best thing is that we're not there to be asked. For me, one thing that made me very proud is they took the responsibility to say, yes, I want to be part of Twefth. I mean, and that's a sign for me to say, these guys, they want to be something. And obviously, I mean, we say the same thing. We all supposed to be saying the same thing. What do we do after football? What do we do after retirement? And without the knowledge, you know, in the skill post the game. It's very difficult. You know, where do you look? For something to do, not, in particular, because obviously, the knowledge there. But when Betway came up with such initiative, it opened up and it gave the players with low, sometimes we suffer with low esteem, and that's one of the things that we have a conceit from this, which was absolutely amazing, and to see all these great legends. I mean, some of them are meeting them for the first time, like I saw him punching people, such a small guy. But I'm ever so proud, to have been part of it and know the knowledge that they're gonna gain, from this initiative and from Betway itself. And obviously, as footballers coming from the township, I mean, Shaba has been saying now that you go back, we've finished our careers in the highest level. Each and every one of us. And the expectations in the community, it's even more. So this is another way to say, let me take that initiative and upskill myself and grow as an individual first before I can part with it. Because we are leaders in our communities, all of us, So this kind of programs has really, give us that impetus, give us that courage to say, let me go and do this. Steve was talking about the Swell Foundation. Most of us have foundations. Most of us now, we have brains that we have relationship with the responsibility to our communities and to be able, to represent and give inspiration to the up and coming. It's very, very important, because I think we take things for granted that we are role models, we are icons, and these young and aspiring footballers or athletes, they look up to every one of us, and they want to be like you, Maud. And what do we do? Are we there for them? And for us, it's some of those challenges that they were addressed by Betway and giving us that opportunity. And it's wonderful to see, and I hope it'll grow. And the fact that it's not just football now, with boxing, with canoeing, it's absolutely fantastic, and I love it, and I think it's one of those opportunities that comes once in a lifetime. And I'm saying to all of you guys, take it in both hands. Open yourself, be vulnerable to learn. Which for me, that's what we do. It doesn't matter with the age. I know I'm the eldest. And I'm still there. I know that it's a good sign. But to finish off, thank you very much, and I think I appreciate the opportunity, and I hope everyone here will enjoy as well, and say, take it to both hands, give it your best, because in the future, or when you go to your community, I'm telling you, you will see, the impact that you make as an individual and as a team is incredible. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give a round of applause to our legends. I just want to ask Jason to come on stage and just to take a picture of the legends.